This is your sign to make pad thai at home. And trust me, it's way easier than you think. Hi friends, it's Christina with eatingonadime.com. If you're new to our channel, my sister Carrie and I are on a mission to teach real families how to make real food at home. And we can even make fancy food like pad thai. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make amazing pad thai in under 30 minutes. You guys, it is easy and delicious. As always, I have linked the recipe in the description below, as well as a link to our digital cookbook. It's called Weeknight Winners. It's easy, delicious meals all ready in under 30 minutes, and it's on sale. Okay, before we get started, I want to show you guys the two kind of unique products that you'll need for this recipe. It's the only two unique ones. Everything else are pretty standard. The first one for classic pad thai is tamarind paste. This is what the one I got that looks like. I got mine from Amazon because I did not go to like a local Asian market, but if you go to a local Asian market, they will have it. Or, of course, I will link it below from Amazon as well. You're looking for the paste, not the concentrate. That's two different products, and the concentrate will make it really, really strong and overpowering. So make sure you get the paste. This is a big bottle. This will last you forever because you only need about 3 tablespoons. So don't worry about the investment because you're going to want to make this pad thai like every week. And trust me, you're going to use it all. The other product that you want is Thai noodles. Now, I love using rice noodles for this recipe. This I found at my local grocery store in the Asian section of the grocery store. I am using a flat noodle. You do not have to use a rice noodle. You can use a regular noodle if you want, but trust me on this, the rice noodle soaks up this sauce and has all the flavor. So get this as well. Now this is a 14-ounce box. We only need 6 ounces for this recipe, so I can easily make 2 batches of pad thai with this box. First, we are going to bring some water to a boil in a small saucepan because we are going to cook those noodles. While this is coming to a boil, we're going to get our sauce. Now we're going to get together the sauce. This is your sauce for your pad thai. This is the most important part. This is where all your flavors going to come from. First, we're going to start off with 3 tablespoons of that tamarind paste. I always recommend with like Asian food, you mix your sauce in a mixing bowl separately. And it's really because a lot of sauce has brown sugar in it. And you just want to make sure that that gets fully dissolved before coating your food with it. Okay, so we got the tamarind sauce. Then we're going to do 2 tablespoons fish sauce. Now, all these ingredients, besides that tamarind paste, will be found in your grocery store on the Asian section of your grocery store. Look for that. And then 2 tablespoons oyster sauce. Then we're going to add in the brown sugar. You need 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. When I measure brown sugar, I always pack it because I want all that flavor. And then we were going to add in 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Now, y'all, I love Thai food. Anytime I eat out, it's getting Thai food. I get it all the time. It does have a kick to it. So get that full, authentic Thai food taste. You do want the red pepper flakes. If you're scared about it, it's okay. I love you. Just half it and check it from there. And you can always top with more red pepper flakes when you're serving it after you taste test it. Just whisk to combine that sauce together. It should be a little thick because of that paste. And then we're going to set that aside. The water is now boiling. Go ahead and add 6 ounces of those rice noodles. And you want them to cook to al dente. So if the package instructions doesn't say, take a minute off the time. So for mine, it's 4 minutes. It doesn't. While the noodles are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and prepare the other ingredients. You will need 2 eggs. You want to put them in a bowl and whisk them together so that it's ready when you add them to the pan. The egg yolk is already broken up. So I'm just going to add them to a little bowl and whisk them together just to make them ready. Because once you get to that stovetop and you're cooking the chicken, it goes pretty quick. We will set that aside. The noodles are done. We're going to go ahead and drain them in the strainer and then immediately rinse it with cold water to stop the cooking of the noodles so that they do not get overcooked and too mushy. Before we head over to the stovetop, we got a few more ingredients to get ready. The first is going to be peanuts. You want a half a cup of peanuts for this recipe to get that classic pad thai flavor. Now, the only peanuts that I can ever find come whole, but it's best if you chop them up. So I'm just going to put them in a little Ziploc and lay them flat and gently use the meat chopper that I love just to make them smaller. It tastes better in the pad thai for me instead of having like a big chunk of peanut in there. Now be real careful when using this because it's easy to bust a hole in the bag. And you do want coarse pieces. You don't want them real fine, so you don't have to like really bang it a ton. Now let's get the chicken ready. You want a pound of boneless, skinless chicken breast for this pad thai recipe. Now, the cool thing about pad thai is you can use whatever you want. You can use tofu, you can use shrimp, you can use beef, you can use chicken, and you can use as little or as much as you want because you have all the other noodles, the veggies, and all that that's going to make it stretch. So, totally adjustable. I'm using a pound. You can use as much as you'd like. For traditional Thai, you do want it sliced thinly. And then if they're really big pieces, I cut them in half just to make it easier to serve later and to eat so that you're not getting like a big chunk of chicken, but that's completely up to you. So it's sliced now. This part is optional. I just take it in half just to make it easier to eat later, but you don't have to do that. And you could also do smaller pieces if you'd rather. Everything is ready. So let's take it to the stovetop and get to cooking. Heat a large deep skillet over medium-high heat and add in 2 tablespoons of oil. You want an oil that has a high smoke point. Peanut oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, coconut oil are all great options. Add that chicken to the pan. Spread it into a thin layer. You're wanting to let this cook until it's cooked through and browned on both sides. It's going to be about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Okay, it's starting to get nice and cooked on the one side. We're going to go ahead and flip it and cook it on the other side for the same amount of time. It's pretty thin chicken, so it does cook quickly. Once that chicken is nice and beautifully browned on both sides, go ahead and add in your garlic and just cook that for about 30 seconds until you can start to smell the garlic. Then push the chicken and the garlic to one side of the pan. I'm going to reduce the heat down to medium. We're going to scramble the eggs on the other side of the pan. Now, if you're nervous, you can just remove the chicken altogether, but I'm just being lazy, so I like to leave it in there. Pour in those beaten eggs. And you just want to scramble them. So as they start to cook, just kind of push it to the center of your pan. And it's okay if a little bit gets in the chicken because we're going to mix it all together anyway, so don't stress about it. You just want to keep scramble until the eggs are all cooked through. Then break up the eggs into pieces. You don't want it to like be super small. I like it kind of big pieces like this. And then combine it with the chicken and the garlic. Then add the cooked pasta to the pan. Add in 1 cup bean sprouts. The sauce, drizzle it on top. And half of those crushed peanuts. You want to reserve the other half for the topping, but you want some in with the sauce. And then gently toss. I'm using tongs to toss it all together till everything is coated in the sauce and is combined. I just let this heat through just for about 1 to 2 minutes. It doesn't take long. And it's really just for those flavors to combine. And then that's it. It's ready to serve. You guys, that's it. Homemade Thai food at home. And then it's ready to serve. Now, when I serve it topped with the remaining peanuts, if you're using the peanuts, and sliced green onions, because I love me some green onions. Let me know in the comments, are you a green onion fan or not? And Thai food. And if you've never had Thai food, I still want to encourage you to try this recipe. Obviously, I love it because I just got the biggest plateful possible. It is literally my favorite type of food. I love it so much, and making it at home is so easy. Some of the ingredients might be intimidating, but I promise it's not hard. Just sprinkle some of those peanuts right on top. And then, of course, those green onions that we talked about. Okay, toppings are on. It's time for my favorite part. Taste test. I got a lot of noodles. I need to get the chicken. I'll try it next. The sauce, it's amazing. It's everything. Now, it does have a little kick because of those red pepper flakes. But if you want it spicier, just top it with more. It's going to add tons of flavor and a little bit more spice. Amazing. Okay, friends, that's it. Easy peasy. You truly can make your own Thai food at home and in under 30 minutes. Don't forget, I've linked this recipe in the description below, as well as that digital cookbook. Get it, what's on sale. If you love easy recipes that still taste amazing, just like this one, I know you guys are going to like it. All right, friends, and don't forget, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. We love creating videos for you guys in this fun space, and we do not want you to miss one. So make sure you like and subscribe so you never miss a video. All right, guys, this pad thai is calling my name. I got to get out of here. I will see you next time. And until then, friends, remember, eat at home by eating on a dime.